Hi, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with John and Mark. John, we ought to try this time to make it 5 minutes. Do you think?
Oh, let's see if we can be
We'll have a
mindful.
go. It's usually like 15, so we'll try. We'll try. So, just to sort of set the scene for this particular topic, which is the mindful workplace, how to not just be a mindful manager, but how to create a mindful team and a mindful atmosphere. Just thought I'd set the scene as we usually do with the main pyramid of involvement that we have with companies, organizations, businesses, establishing a well-being base and then building personal managerial leadership skills on the way up through that ladder to helping execs develop their whole culture. And we do that with accredited training, such as with the Institute of Leadership and Management, and with methods and approaches that we've used for many years, I think now, John. So we're at we're at the bottom of the pyramid, the well-being arena, which is about mindfulness. And I'm just wondering, as we usually do, you'll give a couple of tips, I'll give a thought. What kind of hints and tips have we got for creating a good sense of well-being through a mindful workplace?
Yeah, we've got a couple, haven't we, Mark? We usually have three. I can go first. I've worked with mindfulness for many years. I'm a master practitioner in mindfulness, and I worked with a client recently who used mindfulness in their leadership. So you're talking about the pyramid, bottom layer. I would say actually it goes to the personal skills and management skills, and I'll explain why. So this manager brought in mindfulness to their meeting. So they'd found that communication and trust levels were low in their meetings. So what they decided to do was implement pauses, a pause just before the meeting to allow people to arrive, and after people had spoken in the meeting, another pause. And the reason that they're bringing in those pauses after the speech was to allow people time to reflect and absorb what was said. A few things happened. Connection between people improved, but also people started to hear what the others were saying, and it had quite a dramatic effect. So I think management skills definitely could be affected by mindfulness.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, the thought would be that I know mindfulness is getting a bit of a well-worn word. One word that is kind of stays its length is emotional intelligence, awareness of each other. You're right. It's an awareness in the mind of slowing down and focusing on things other than reactionary behavior. And one simple way for managers to get anything happening in a culture change is to talk about it, and to talk about it with a team, rather than to kind of surreptitiously try and make it happen, trying to motivate people without telling them, look, let's increase our motivation, for example, or trying to work on mindfulness without saying to people, let's work on mindfulness. So it's disclosure to the team and saying, let's have a team meeting, let's talk about mindfulness as a team. And that, for me, is one of the most powerful, simplest, if you like. I feel awful saying it. It's such a simple thing to say, but it's just a simple thing for managers to do. Forget the team to discuss mindfulness in a team meeting, and then say, look, let's revisit this. And is it helping us to slow down, calm down, think of priorities, help each other, support each other, but bringing it into the agenda regularly for short periods of a meeting time to discuss it, I think is very powerful.
Yeah, and I'll keep it short. I'm looking at the time, probably about 60 seconds or so.
I haven't left you much time to hit your 5 minutes here, John.
You haven't. But I'll just pick up on your point, Mark. Reactionary things. So I think if we use mindfulness to schedule time breaks throughout the day, so that we're reacting less and becoming more aware of, how we're feeling, energetically and emotionally throughout the day, I think that can be quite powerful. So scheduling in regular breaks where you go away from the desk, take a pause, can help you react less and be a little bit more present with your decision making.
Sure.
That was less than 60 seconds.
That is superb. So that's it from John and I. Just a few thoughts on mindfulness, making it real, making it relevant and working, giving the team time and space together to think and pause and slow down, rather than the urgent review meetings, progress meetings we're used to running. But time to pause together as a group is a very, very powerful tool to begin to get the team to be mindful of things other than reactionary behavior. And that's John and Mark for 5 minutes. We'll see you next time. Thank you very, very much for joining us. And we wish you all well.
Bye.